Guitar nerd dizzles. It is that time that we haven't had in, well, forever, which is when we actually review Fender things. So I'm kind of excited about this because the guys from Fender were kind of cool and they sent some stuff. And luckily, Fender has something good to offer. That helps me. That makes my job easier. I'm drinking a smoothie mint tea because I want to be healthy, because apparently Marco Spangler from Warwick thinks I'm fat, which is true. So we're looking at the Fender AM Pro Stratocaster Sonic Gray, which is a gold color, rosewood fretboard, 3 single coils. And we're looking at the AM Pro brown guitar, says Leslie. So we have the brown guitar and what I said. I just looked at Thomann. The Sonic Gray in this configuration is 1600. They range from 1493 up to 1600. Don't ask me what the pricing differences are. It's probably not possible to find out what exactly it is. You get these, of course, with maple, fretboard, different colors. You get them with the humbucker in the back, which is cool. You get, I think, the same color with the humbucker in the back, maple fretboard, something like this. Variations of the same. Different colors, maple or rosewood, humbucker, no humbucker. Same thing on the Telecaster, brown. We all know that this is not brown. Just let Leslie think that this is brown. So they range depending on the color. Two-tone burst. Between 15 and 1600. Now, I'm going to say this straight away, for a pretty plain guitar. But that's kind of the beauty here. There's no frills. This is just a very solid, well-built Strat and a very solid, well-built Telecaster. No vintage feel, no aging, no anything. These are just solid guitars that do two things. This sounds like a Strat. This sounds like a Tele. They play well, all fine. The pièce de résistance, the really cool thing about them is in that price range, it's not, you usually expect a case in the price range. I have companies, and you know who you are, who deliver guitars in that price range in a freaking cardboard box. That's a full-on no-go. Good gig bag, like the Framers, for example. Framers Pro Series comes in gig bags, and it's a nice gig bag. So I'm okay with that. But what Fender does is just out there. They go all the way. Fender, go to Fender, go to the far cam. Hey, Fender, can you go to the far cam? Thank you, Fender. Of course, I meant Leslie. Look at this case. You can't see it there, right there. That is just awesome. Fender embossed in there. And it is small enough to not be annoying. I don't like it when cases are too big. You know, who likes things that are too big? Like a good average size is usually what we need. You know? That's what I tell her. So this is way cool because it doesn't take up too much space in your trunk. It has these rubbery feet, which are way cool. And these, you can show the front camera, Leslie. These really cool clippy locky things. Now you can lock this, and then it's got the TSA symbol. So in the US, the transit authority, whatever people, have a key when they see this that fits in here so they don't have to break it open. I had Mike Keneally show up to Mike Keneally, you know, master guitar player, show up to my studio at one point, and he came with a Strat, and his case was broken open on the side. And they just give that back to you, say, well, you had it locked, boo-hoo, we broke it. That doesn't happen anymore. Very cool. And on the inside, beautifully padded. This is a solid case, and Fender gives you a nice goodie bag of things. In the nice goodie bag, look at this. It even says like Fender on the inside. That is nice. There's a little manual, wrench, and I think the tremolo arm was in here as well. In here we have some soapy uppy things and the keys for the case ×2. This shows love for the customer. Absolutely exemplary, Fender. I gotta say that. Handle is nice and rubbery. Both guitars come with a case like this, and that makes you feel good. Imagine you spend $1,600 and you're unboxing your brand new 1,600 euro guitar out of a piece of cardboard. That's a no-go. Fender understands that. So that's cool right away. I'm gonna twiddle you some stats. Don't know why, because you could just look them up. We have alder body, maple neck. We have a skunk stripe right there, because that's where the truss rod comes out. It's a very, very thin Allen wrench that you need. It's very, very thin. That's what she said. Thank you very much, because penis. I don't know. So for the Allen, where's here? It's a small truss rod Allen wrench thingy. I think on the Elite series, which is one price range above these, they now have a dial here that you can manipulate, which is kind of a neat thing. So we have a neck that is a modern deep C. That tells you nothing. It's, well, a C, and it just feels not chunky and not thin. It feels very comfortable. That's all I can tell you. I mean, I could show you the neck, but is that going to tell you anything? You gotta have to play these things. Don't trust me, just freaking play it. Get interested in the instrument because of me, and then walk to the store and test it. Or order one, see if you're cool with it. Maple, no, that's rosewood fretboard. We have a fretboard radius of, I don't know what that means, 241 millimeters or 9.5 inches. Don't they have compound radius? And what's a compound radius? Isn't that when it's different here than here? I do not know. Feels cool though. It's kind of rounder here, and it is flatter here. So rounder, flatter. That's what that is. 22 frets, 22.4 millimeters at the saddle, 248 millimeters scale. Don't know what that is in English. 3 V-mod single. Why am I you can read this on the Fender side. Come on. Blah, blah, blah. Comes with Fender 9 to 42. Did I already put the Darius on here? No, I did not. I should have. I mean, what? What strings? I don't know. The best strings. Oh. Hey, Bunny. Bye, Bunny. That's Bunny. And the color is Sonic Gray, and I love it. No one dares to make gray guitars. I think that's kind of, and also no one dares to make dirty guitar. I am so prepared for this. Are we good now? Are we good? Gotta turn Leslie down because she's talking to the cat instead of doing her job as my switch bitch. I love the girl. So, what do I have to bitch about? It's a solid guitar. There's a beautiful paint job. I have guitars here in this price range from some other brands where I say, yeah, but you know what, the paint here, or oh no, there's something chipped here, or the inlays are not centered. I mean, they're even in this price range. Some companies have problems. I cannot find a problem. Wait, so far. The tremolo arm, you just stick, you don't screw. That's kind of nice. You just plug that in there firmly. Headstock is straight. It's a freaking Strat. Now, the one thing I would like to see is it's a modernized version of a Strat. So, locking tuners in this price range would be nice. It would just be a nice add-on. Is it traditional? No, but the whole guitar, the whole idea is it's a Pro. It's an American Pro. It's a modernized guitar. So why not give it locking tuners? Tuners in general, they are semi-staggered. So they don't go... Let's see, go to the guitar. Thank you. So you can see that E and A are higher and the others are lower. You still need a string tree on the E and B string. So this is nice, semi-staggered. These are higher, these are all the same height but lower. The thing is, they don't work extremely well. They have some dead spots. They're not the smoothest, most perfect tuners. I would like to see a little bit upgrade here, especially in the terms of locking and just a tuner where you go, boing, thank you, right there. And here's like, boing, I got it. You're fighting with them a little bit. That goes for both guitars. I think those tuners could be a little bit nicer. Not quite the price range tuner that fits into the whole feel of the guitar. Now what you want to hear is, of course, a couple of sounds. You know what? It's going to sound like a Strat. Is it going to sound like a vintage Strat? No. It's going to sound like all the Strat sounds that you're used to. I'm going, as my friends from Shy Boys say, with a sonic grey guitar into a seafoam green amp. Watch Shy Boys and do this. Watch Shy Boys. Boys with a Z, I think. Leslie actually thinks their reviews, which are supposed to be funny, are better than what I do. She was actually laughing and she says, this channel here, not as good as Shy Boys. That's my girl. So, sonic grey guitar into a seafoam green amp, which you can see behind me. Well, behind the stand. If you're asking, that's a Bulldog stand, because you're going to ask anyway. So, here we go. That's a Revv Generator 120, and in the effects loop, I've got a Silver Spring reverb from Mad Professor. Oh, no. I have to admit, not that I notice in the sound. The sound is, I've played this guitar for a while now. It is absolutely delivering when it comes to the Strat sounds. The thickness of the tremolo block is a little bit... there you can see beautifully. It's nice to have a thick-ass tremolo block because that's where weight comes from and that's where sustain and blah, blah, blah comes from and attack. This, in this price range, seems a little bit, If you have a cheap-ass guitar, they're really, really, really thin. But let me show you... Let me see what else I have here. Can't really see here. Let me see. Leslie, can you... No, you can't see that. But that's a thick-ass tremolo block. Here, you can probably see... It's a... No, you cannot. Yeah, somewhere. There. That's a thick-ass tremolo block because it actually gets wider at the bottom. So, that's just something where I'm thinking, hey, would have been nice if they'd given it a little bit more chunky tremolo block, but maybe that's reserved for the little bit higher price range. I don't notice it when I'm playing it, the sound is there. So maybe it's just an in-the-head thing, okay? All freaking there. Love the in-between positions. That's gonna sing when we put some drive on it. some delay on this puppy. That's technically not something you do. You don't do a G major 7 and then an F major 7 9. That's modal interchange. That would be in G and then playing the flat 7 major 7, borrowing from Mixo. Right? That's modal interchange. And then of course, it really gets quite thin back there, but that's the whole idea because still bitey for me. That's a cool 7/8, and do it with me. That's cool. Someone write that down. Guitar inspired right there. That's when you know it's a good guitar, because I was inspired. Let's do it again. Cool riff. Let's boost that with a war horn. There's some dirt and there's life in it. Life. Hello! Let's go there. Come on, you know you want to. It's not a metal guitar. And I can prove that. Here's the thing about this sound that would be really cool. Take a humbucker guitar, play something like this, take this and double it, because that bite and that cut-throughiness, cut-throughidity, that's going to be very, very cool for a mix. So in a live situation, only Strat, only single coil metal, probably not. Well, of course, Mom's team would tell me something different. But take a really fat sound and you want that to cut through, add this to it, and there you go. So yeah, definitely the overdriven sounds. Tremolo functions beautifully. What else do you want to know? It's a frickin' Strat. It works, comes in a beautiful case. Tuners, nah. They are okay, they'll do the job. You might want to upgrade to something better like Graphtechs. With Graphtech locking up pretty nice. Maybe some Spurzels, or there's a whole bunch of, I think, hip shots, whatever. Just feels, they also look kind of weird, kind of boxy, you know? Like, I don't know, kind of. They look kind of weird, kind of big and boxy. I don't know what they did there. Could be better, but other than that, this is a mega solid, fun instrument to play. Now, if you need the same damn thing in brown, but in tele, right? Why don't they do that on the Strat? Isn't this just like the coolest jack plug thing? Okay, well, that's traditional, all this, but I love this. Why do only teles have that? This is a nice sunburst. It's a two-tone sunburst, and it's a really, really nice transition. Sometimes for me, the black into the brown goes or black into the yellow goes way too fast. This, done nicely, I gotta admit that. I'm gonna say, same specs, all the same. This is a one-piece neck and fretboard. So there's no fretboard glued on, which is also why we have the skunk stripe in the back. This is all one piece. And solid as a rock, as they say, wasn't it Toyota? Staggered tuners, same thing, one string tree. No shaping here because it's a guess what frickin' tele. Then no shaping anywhere because guess what? It's a frickin' tele. Pickguard looks the tiniest bit yellow-greenish. I don't know if that's wanted, but it's cool. And it's a fun, very clean, pristine instrument. Why does a tele sound different from a Strat? I mean, it's both bolt on, it's the same stuff. Why does it sound different? Can't be the shapes. Is it just the bridge? And the pickup? Pickup type? I don't know. Comment below. All there, everything you want. It's got that spanky squacky knack. That's a word. You just wanna learn hybrid picking. Ah! Nails too long. That is way cool. Someone explain to me what chord that is. C sus2 with an E in the bass. Could be argued that's a C9 with an E. C9 with a third in the bass. Haha. Or an E7 flat 6 with no third. No, that's stupid. That's a good tone. I love this. Not quite there. Tele, way metalish. Way metalish. Way more metal. Hey Bunny, you heard the metal and you like the metal? Tele, way more metal than the Strat. I gotta say this. Hey Bunny, you like the metal? Want more metal? Apparently not. Hey, this is a solid axe. Minus the, let's deduct, if the tuners were perfect, let's say we're gonna say they're 80%, 75% there. Not quite on the level of the rest of the guitar. Everything else is holy, I would metal with this guitar. So, okay, my 2 cents. Fender, apart from the tuners, hits it out of the park with these. Amazing case. From Fender, you get... So, you know that song? I don't know what's wrong with me. Really, I don't know. If I knew, I'd fix it. Love the color. This is brown and cool. Plays nice. Everything you expect from one of these guitars without any frills. Just solid Strat and Tele tones. That's what they tried to do. That's what they came up with, and I can't bitch about it. Paint job on the fretboard here, for example. That's just, it's beautiful. And they didn't always do that, because That fretboard is beautifully painted. This is my 93 Strat Plus. Still in very good condition, except for the fretboard. And you could see here, if we zoom in on close, Leslie, you see here, like early on, the paint started to chip. And it was even chipped and kind of like going over the frets. That was never done well. Oh, this guitar needs some love, holy crap. But the Strat Plus had locking tuners in 93. So yeah, they didn't always do the fretboards well. This one was done like ass. The new Tele American Professional, nice. It's my verdict. And I'm sticking to it, I guess. That's what I'm saying. Okay. See you guys. Animals at the end. I'm out. Bye-bye.